and it was just orange and red and you can't see in front of you. And we were basically just sitting ducks out in the middle of nowhere. I think when I was younger, I wanted to be a veterinarian, like every other little kid wanted to do something with animals. That changed through kind of like adolescent and teen years, and I became involved with the fire department. Like we were all under 18 years old going through the fire academy to be firefighters when we graduated. And I did that, graduated, and I was still too young to go to paramedic school. So I was like, oh, I'll join the military. I went through basic training knowing that there was going to be an end to it, like you're going to get through it. So I actually had a good time. We left in March of 2001 and we went to Kosovo. They were dealing with a lot of the genocide and just very, third world country. But at that time, like they were really good people and they wanted our help. So it was very, open arms kind of being there. And then September 11th happened, and then everyone's enemies again. So those people that you used to go talk to down the street and they'd give you bread and tea, they weren't opening the doors anymore. Then we headed over to Kuwait for a while. So we sat over there in Kuwait, like on the border of Iraq, and we just sat up camp and we just waited. I was sleeping in my vehicle. I was in a track vehicle, just sleeping in the back of that on a cot, just waiting, listening to radios on when we were going to cross the burn. So we would take the casualties and our job was supposed to stabilize and evac them back to a higher echelon of care. I was attached with 2-7 infantry and 369 armor. Our main objective was to get to the Baghdad airport. We were pushing really fast. We were out in front of a lot of people. So we really didn't have too much around us, too much coverage. We got news that the Republican Guard was coming towards us pretty fast as well. So we were getting ready to meet them head on. And then a big sandstorm came. So we had to stop and set up perimeter. And it was just orange and red and you can't see in front of you. And we were basically just sitting ducks out in the middle of nowhere. And that is when we got our first KIA. The kid was 18 years old. He was a gunner on top of a turret and he got hit in his head. And it was a sniper and no one knew where it was coming from. We run out there and it's still a firefight going on and you can hear the rounds going by and we're just running out there and getting this guy and pulling him back. Right after that, we're setting up perimeter again, to figure out what's going on, and they set up a checkpoint. They had a vehicle coming towards them, a vehicle bomb. The first sergeant drives the vehicle back and he lowers the ramp of his vehicle up the track. And it is his squad. So my job was to put them back together so that we can send them home to their family. And it's a sight that stays with me every day. That's something that you don't get prepared for as a medic. I knew that we were going into combat. I knew that we were that's what it was supposed to be. But nothing can prepare you for picking up the Kevlar and seeing my friend's picture of him and his daughter in his Kevlar. It's hard. We had to carry these guys with us because there was no way to get them back. I mean, we're pushing forward, so we had to carry them with us. We couldn't evac until we got to the airport. It's just like lost time when I got out. Didn't really know what I wanted to do. I didn't really want to do anything. I kind of spiraled out of control and making bad decisions. I wanted to commit suicide as well, and acted on it and took way too many prescription pills and left myself there. And I ended up in the hospital for some time, and my son saved me. I can honestly say that that's what pulled me out of the funk that I was in. I'm still dealing with things, but he gave me hope. He gave me something to live for when I didn't think I could live for myself. I did want an opportunity to do this project just to get the word out that there's other people that feel similar, that you're not alone in your thoughts. There's other people that think the same. And to be able to talk with other people, just being aware of what you're going through.